What's up, everybody? We back at it, doing the live cop for the Panda Dunkster dropping on the Nike app at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and got the homie homegrown kicks on here.
What's going on, people? Don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm out and about and randomly just fooling with stuff, fiddling.
So yeah, we got. There's nothing was dropping on the sneakers app today.
Right. Yeah, no, I
Nothing,
don't think
nothing that like really. I don't know. A bunch of stuff.
nothing of
It be
importance.
so dry on there, like anymore, man. They just be dropping like all types of stuff that don't really. I don't know.
Right. Did you see they did a restock? I think Soul Links because he pops up faster than J23. I think J23 gets a lot of his stuff from Soul Links, but um, they popped up with a restock of the Jordan 1 Heritage on JD.
Wow.
They popped up with somebody told me somebody was saying that like they think the Jordan 1 Heritages will be at 400, and I said yeah, I mean I was like the only way that they'll be at 400 is if they stop restocking these shoes. And I mean anything is possible. A unicorn could walk in front of your car on the street and poop a rainbow turd on your car. Anything is possible, but
When I first saw the Heritage, I thought because I knew that they worked over like in the EU, like UK and stuff.
right,
When I first
right,
saw them, I thought maybe that they would go up because a lot of stuff sits over there. But then I guess they made like I don't know, seemed
yeah,
like they made like 300,000 pairs of the Heritage ones,
yeah.
and it just seems like they're. I mean, there's. I mean, I think you could still get them on like JD Sports like right now. They could just
I
go
think
on there
so.
and just buy them. But yeah, I don't think they're going up anymore. I think that's going to forever be, yeah, I mean, a little brick for the future.
Right.
But
I mean, I think they overestimated the heritages um, because that was a shoe that was in that '85 Jordan magazine.
mhm.
It was always a concept shoe. It's that red one that we got, and then
I think it was blue, and then
and
Travis
there's a
Scott
blue
used
one.
it for the fragment.
Right. And yeah. They went off the hype because before they announced the heritage, as soon as people realized that Travis Scott used that shoe, what was that like last year when they said the Travis Scott fragments were coming out?
Yeah,
Um, a lot of people were like, "Oh snap! Like if we can get that red and that blue pair just regular, we'll be good." And here, 2022, and you got one of them, and nobody wants them.
yeah.
So
But these Panda Dunks though,
Panda,
these right here, they're restocking this morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Nike
Panda.
app. These right here. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna try to go for another pair. Untouchable Raider 1960 says, "Rest in peace, Jason Ferguson." You know what? I saw that. He's a football player. He died at 26 years old.
I got that on my feed this morning.
Yeah,
Like all of these athletes are dying in their 20s. I'm
yeah.
trying to figure out what the world is going on.
I don't know that one dude. He was quarterback. Man, his name escapes me at the moment, but he just passed away.
I
Dwayne
think it was like,
Haskins. Dwayne
yeah,
Haskins.
yeah. And the crazy thing, you know what? The crazy thing is I had him on my Madden team, like because my team is the Falcons,
Yeah.
and I had him as a third string quarterback. I had him, somebody else, like a big name quarterback right now, and Dwayne Haskins, and I was gonna groom him because like on my Madden, Matt Ryan is like 40 something years old. So I'm just waiting for Matt Ryan to retire. He just refuses to retire on the game. But the day I found out he died, I was like, oh man, that's messed up. I can't get rid of him now. It was one of those moments, but
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah, there's so much of that going on right now. But it's crazy, man. But these Panda Dunks, man, they dropping in full family sizing. Full family sizing. They got toddler, they got grade school, they got women's pairs, men's pairs,
That's
all
crazy.
that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get some stock numbers from my boy. He said that whenever they do the Nike app though, sometimes that they don't come through right away.
Stock value is gonna plummet for Panda Dunks.
I mean, you would think it would have already happened, but they still.
Right.
I mean, after today though, like if they drop, um, let's say like yesterday for the Panda highs, it was 116,000 in the men's pair. If they drop another 100,000 pair of these, yeah, I mean they should.
Right.
I
Right.
mean they definitely should. I don't know that they will, but I mean they should. I mean you would think, but
I see him dropping to like the 160 range. I see him dropping to a price where people are just going to be able to make 20, 30 bucks
$20.
off of it. Yeah, because um when you think about it, and this is not talking about dunks as a whole, because dunks as a whole is a different story. But as excited as people are about Panda Dunks, they're just as frustrated about Panda Dunks. Panda Dunks were the first dunk this year and the end of last year to make people really look at and consider how bad the materials on on dunks are.
yeah, they're definitely not like what's weird? It's like tricky because like
Yeah,
when you touch it,
right,
it's smooth
right.
and it has like a buttery like layer, like they sprayed it with something. You know, how,
That
like when you
plastic
paint,
top coat.
yeah, when you do paint and then you put the tri-coat or what is it called at the very end to make it shiny.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean? It's like they did that with these, and you know what I mean? Like, so it gives you like the illusion that it's decent,
yep,
but
yep,
yeah, I mean, that it's not. It's just like that
yep,
synthetic kind of, you know what I mean? So
yep. And like the hype around pandas was so big that when people couldn't get them, they started to get upset. And then when they paid the resale and they finally get them and they see how terrible they crease and all of that, that's what drove people to hate Panda Dunks.
yeah, but they still I like
Right.
I can't think of another sneaker that has restocked as much as this. I mean, I've been trying to like think like I do not remember another sneaker that has restocked this many times.
Mm, there is one, but I just can't like I see it, but I can't see it. It's right there. But what was that shoe? Anywho,
Yeah.
because
I mean, I know like some Jordans have restocked multiple times here and there, but like, dude, we get a Dunk Panda restock every month. Like,
right.
I was just looking up the tags like before I did the set up on the live stream, and it was like Panda Dunk restock April, Panda
Yep.
Dunk restock May, Panda Dunk restock June, Panda Dunk, you know what I mean?
You're right. Right.
These dropped in March of 2021 the first time, and we're in
And,
June of 2022.
right.
But hey, today's my birthday. Um,
Happy birthday. Happy
yeah,
birthday.
man. Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing this, but like watching everybody else go live for these, and I know I'm gonna try to get another pair. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna try to get another pair of them. I figure, you know what I mean? Like I was watching everybody else's stuff. I'm like, you know what, man? I'm gonna hit up YouTube real quick and just go live for these because I'm not doing anything anyways other than waiting for the drop. So, um,
It's the heat of the hype, man. The heat of the hype.
but
You know
yesterday,
you don't need it, but you're
yep.
gonna go for it anyway.
But yesterday, you know, what I mean, I hit on those particle grade nines.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, man, like, you know what I mean? Like, that was see, that's why I, like, always buy what you like, man. You
Right.
know? Like, because everybody kinda like, "No, I ain't gonna go for those, like, I ain't feeling them." You know what I mean? Turned out, like, those were pretty limited, like,
Yeah.
a lot of pairs and stuff like that. And even going across like the sneaker groups that I'm in and like Instagram, I didn't really see like many people get W's.
Right.
Obviously the stock was low, so but yeah, it ain't dropped nowhere, nothing like that. You know what I mean? Like hardly. So I mean, like I got my little birthday, W streak going. Hopefully I, can get another pair of them pandas today. If I get a pair of pandas today, I'm gonna wear these out for these ones. I haven't. These are dead stock. I haven't worn. I forget that I have these all the time. But I'm gonna wear these out tonight and then stock the other ones for. If I get another pair of these, I will never ever go for another pair of pandas ever again. Like,
Why not go for 3 pair?
I don't know. Why even go for two? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
that's a possibility.
Untouchable Raider said, "Happy birthday! Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much." For anybody who's in here, it's your first time stopping over at the channel. This is Homegrown Kicks. It's my homie right here. He's very active on Instagram and he has a YouTube channel. Definitely go check him out. And if you're new, make sure you sub up to the channel. I'm not big on telling people to like or subscribe, but I'm gonna try to get better at that because I am on the road to 5K. So we're
Man,
500.
you need one of those soundboards. So when you hit that 5K and you go live, you can hit that horn, that infamous horn.
You know, I was I just bought this whole computer and stuff like that, and I was looking at. I think they're called like I forget what the Stream Deck, I think is what it's called.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was looking at it, but I didn't want to spend like 3 or 4 or $500 on it. I didn't think I really needed it. I didn't even go live once at the time, so I was like, I don't even know like if I need that. So I was like, I ain't gonna mess around with that.
You know what? If you look at Think Media, which I'm pretty sure you do from time to time or have
Yeah, I
seen,
do.
they give you like they show you like some cheap options for those little sound decks.
Yeah.
So I've seen them for like $130, $200. So I mean, it's definitely from what I see, it's definitely a good option. I want one, but I don't go live enough. I don't have a setup where I can just actually shoot a live in depth like that. Now, like once I like get away from mobile, then I'll probably get like a soundboard and stuff like that,
Yeah, I mean that stuff is cool, man. Like I you know what I mean, I'll probably upgrade someday, but
and
like I said,
get some claps, and then you get some donos because you
yeah,
big
get the
time
little
now, man.
dono
You get them
button.
donos, yeah.
But yeah, man, they got the women's ones. And these are
Oh
like
wow.
these are the real ones too. The women's ones, they're not even like those Next Nature ones or nothing. These are like the official.
What if all of these restocks are like cross the water pandas?
What you mean? Like if these ones, like if Nike's selling fakes?
Right. What if they're like UAs?
I don't know,
And
man.
Nike has been secretly selling UA.
They just they just really killed like here, let's go to StockX and see if let's look at the prices of these right now and see if like in the future they come down.
Nike's like, you want some pandas? Okay, we got some UA pandas for you.
All right. So yeah, 2021. All right. So you're a size 10. They $183.
Oh yeah, they definitely came down because
Damn,
in my
yeah,
size at one point they were like 300, then they dropped to like 250. Yeah,
my
that's a
my size
drastic
is
drop.
169. Yeah, these are gonna be going for retail by the end of the day.
Right. Hey, look, and hey, I didn't cheat. And before we even looked at these, I said they're going to drop to about 160
No,
or
you did. You
to the
definitely did.
point where you're only going to be able to get some lunch money. And I ain't talking about like going to the Cheesecake Factory or something like that kind of lunch money. I'm talking about like Wendy's 4 for $4 lunch money.
Yeah, you get your little frosty, your nuggets, your fries,
Right,
and your junior bacon cheeseburger. But look
right.
right here where it says there's been 2,081 pairs sold in the last 3 days. Like these are so popular. Like I don't know. Like I mean, I like black and white shoes, man. But like I
Right.
I there's been so many like good dunks that have come out over like the past year or two that like, but this is the by far It,
You
like,
like these black
seems like
shoes?
the most popular one. Somebody, look at the size 5.5 is $465 on here. That must be like a super rare size.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured you would. Well, I'll probably get you a pair of those too then. Yeah, see, my daughter likes them. So, like I said, like I was saying yesterday when we were talking, my sister, she said, "I want those black and white shoes. Can you tell me where I can get them?" And I knew
Yeah.
automatically what she was talking about. And I just showed my daughter the pandas, and she was like, "Yeah, I like those." I was like, "I bet you do."
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like, it's they're just gonna keep restocking. People are gonna be trying to get these pandas next month too. Like, you'll see. Like, Nike will just keep restocking them.
Yeah,
I just don't get it. I mean, I'm cool with it. Like, I don't mind that people like them or whatever, but it's like,
right,
man, you can't make yeah, those other ones like the Georgetowns, like I haven't seen those restock. I haven't seen a lot of the collegiate colorways. Like, would you say you had the Michigan State ones? I
right, right,
haven't really seen those restock. Maybe one time at like maybe like a Hibbett or something they restocked like real quick.
right.
Um, but these ones, man, they got
Even
China.
something basic like the cobalts, the
Yeah,
cobalt blues, they
there
haven't
was a lot
restocked.
of those too. There was a
Yeah,
lot of those, but
yeah,
not like this.
right.
Not like this at all. Um, and then I seen I think they did come out. It was those reverse UNCs. You see those?
Yep, yep.
Those didn't even drop on. What's up, Demetrius? What's up at you, man? Good morning. Um,
Flogging.
I didn't really even see those drop. I know Hibbett dropped them, and like Nike didn't. Did Nike drop those? No, they restocked the actual UNCs last week, and I missed it by like a
Really?
minute. Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah, but they like those reverse UNCs. Like I ain't see those drop
I
really.
guess because like the Panda is such a functional shoe. So because it's so functional, Nike knows that regardless of how many they drop, they're going to sell out.
They're
I
definitely
think
gonna sell out.
I think not this drop because people are just so excited for this drop. But I think the next time they drop pandas again, I think the pandas are going to sit on the site for a little bit.
You think? I
Yeah,
think. I mean, honestly, like I think this may be the last time.
yeah. Hey,
Especially if the stock numbers are huge. Like this, got to be the last time.
well, I mean, we all know how terrible the quality is, and those shoes are going to get beat up, and there's going to be a lot of shoes that a lot of pandas that people are going to go through, and that means a lot of people are going to need it because again, it's such a functional shoe. You can wear it for just about any occasion, and it matches just about any and everything. Like even on a day where you don't want to dress up, you can dress down and put a pair of pandas on, and it will upgrade. Unfortunately, your fit.
Yeah.
So, uh, but yeah, I definitely think if they do another drop, it will definitely sit on the site for a little bit. Now, I'm not talking about sit on this. When I say sit on the site, I'm not saying like the entire day or multiple days, but it'll
Minutes,
definitely sit for a
hour.
couple of hours. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like if we're talking about these Panda restocks next month, and um, I just feel like they're just gonna kill them into the ground. Like we'll be going on Goat and StockX, and these will be below retail. These will be $90.
right.
You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
and that's what needs to happen because I mean, and the crazy thing about it is if they drop to $90, um, that's not hurting Nike because Nike's already made their money. That's hurting the resellers.
You ever see those videos where like people like resellers like they'll go and like they'll buy like 200 pairs of a
Yeah.
sneaker like for an investment? You imagine the ones that did that for these?
And the ones that paid like the resale, but a little bit lower of resale just to try and get a $10, $20 profit off of them.
Yeah, man. Demetrius, if you want to hop on, bro, like I'll hit you with the link here.
Cause tripping. His new channel is not tripping because his old channel got taken down.
Yeah.
But he did a video on why I hate resellers. And in the video, he was like, what's the point? Like, you go to a reseller as a reseller, you talk them down from, let's say they want 250, you talk them down to 230 just to bump up the price to 240 and make $10. He was like, it's stupid.
Yeah, I mean, things aren't the way that they were before, where like everything had like a crazy resale value.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
Like so,
right,
like and that's kind of the cool thing. Like, which I'm not mad at. Like, it's
right.
actually
That's what I
kind of,
love. That's what I love.
you know what I mean. Like, I'm cool to things where they're a little bit more affordable now. Even if you miss out, like when Nike, does that, we're only gonna make 30,000 pairs of this shoe, and you
Right,
know what I mean. You really want it, you can if you have to. You know what I mean? Like, you can go pay just a couple bucks over retail,
right,
and it's
right.
not that bad as to where I remember what shoe was it? Like, there was one like, I know I overpaid for it. Can't remember. Let me think. Oh, it was the UNC sixes. I bought I bought them early, because, like, I knew, like, because of the colorway,
Right,
that it was gonna be, like, tough to get, and I'm
right,
actually
right.
glad that I did it, even though I did overpay, and the only reason why I'm glad that I did get it early was because the way that they did the whole drop for that. If you remember, I
Oh, it was
forget what the
terrible.
actual release date was, but it was like 2 weeks out or 3 weeks out from what everybody said the resale date was,
Right,
not the
right,
resale, but the release date for it was, and then they shock dropped the entire men's stock
right,
on
right,
sneakers.
right. And
So
then
then
then they
right.
came out and said that they weren't going to drop them on release day because they had already dropped the pairs during shock drops.
They did the men's pairs, but they were behind on the grade school. So,
Right,
they not restocked, but they released the grade school well after the release date because I got
right,
a girl pair off of
right,
there, and, everybody was waiting for the actual release date, like, you know what I mean? Like, the real
right,
release date because they
right,
kinda figured it was like EA kinda, but it wasn't, it was just the actual shock drop,
right.
and, I took a L on that, like, I wasn't able to get it, and at that time, those were going for, like, 400, and I think I paid 350 for mine,
And you
but
know
I
what?
thought and they messed up the whole plan too for me because, like, I was gonna do, like, an early review, I was gonna do,
Yeah.
like, a on feet thing, and then they dropped them, and it was, like, pretty much pointless to do that, and then they never, dropped them, but, like, even, like, that sneaker, that's not going for, like, a whole lot,
And
um
on the day that they shock dropped them, I was at work, but I was on the app and I could have gotten my size that day. And I was like, but I had just something else had dropped that week. It was like a couple of sneakers that had just dropped that week, and I was like, I already picked up one this week. Um, nah, I'll just wait to get them on the actual release day,
Yeah.
and then like a couple of days after that shock drop, they announced, oh, the men's size, like you said, the men's sizes aren't going to be dropping on release day. We dropped all the pairs during that shock drop. And the only places that were releasing them were uh, the Flex app. Hibbit had a few pairs, and that was it. Finish Line did it through early access, and you know how that is. I got early access, but the app was flooded so bad you couldn't even log in. It logged me out. And you talking about somebody who's so pissed. I was pissed. But I was like, oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah, and that was, like, the thing too is, like, and I think that really, like, drove the prices down on those. I think that if those woulda had, like, a real release date where, like, people woulda entered the draw and then took a L, I think it woulda
Yeah,
shot the prices up, but I think, like, the way that they released that, which, looking back on it, like, I ain't even mad at really, but 'cause, it was kinda cool that they did that, but, like, those tanked the price. Like, they're still doing good. I think they're just not doing as well as people thought that they were gonna do. Like, people kinda
right.
thought that they were gonna be, like, 400, 500 because of the UNC colorway on it.
I need to look at that because I need a pair. I need a pair of those UNC sixes, but only because I have the UNC ones. I have the UNC fours, and I need the UNC sixes.
Demetrius is here, but I don't see him. You just doing the sound thing, man.
Yeah, man, I'm still in the bed.
Man, go ahead and splash some water on your face.
Get that crust out your eye.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
We ain't
nah,
gonna, we ain't gonna judge you.
what's, what's good, y'all? I didn't
Yeah.
even
Man,
know you was going live, James.
No, me and Homegrown, we was just like DMing each other, and we just decided just to throw something together real quick, just go live because we wasn't doing nothing, and it's just like spur of the moment thing.
Hey, sometimes some of the best live streams be like that.
You know what I mean? So, you going for the pandas?
I was gonna go for my daughter, but she like, no, I don't like low cut shoes. Okay, cool. I save money.
my little $110.
They a
Yeah,
hundred. They 100. They only a
Oh,
hundred.
100. Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, they only 100.
That's even better.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna try to double up.
I was gonna go for myself, but I was like, nah, I'm good. I got military black, so
My daughter wants a pair, but and I'm using my phone for the live, and I'm not at the crib, so I can't get on the computer. But they're so low, like the resale numbers are so low right now. And I was talking with James about that earlier. Um, I don't mind paying resale for this one.
that used to go crazy whenever
I
I
just
didn't
looked up the UNC sixes size 10 is $224.
Oh, bet
get
I can do
retail.
that because retail was 190.
I think they were 200.
They were 200.
Oh, okay, 200. Okay, yeah,
They
that's
might
even
have
better.
even been 210. I don't remember.
That just makes the decision to pay 220 even better. Like, I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if I got mine for resale or not. I think I did. I know I paid resale for the fours, but I got them early.
Which fours?
The UNC fours.
You know what? The
Raven
UNC
says, "Did you get the shoe?" I don't know what shoe you're talking about. The Pandas are dropping on the Nike app at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So roughly 18 minutes from now, they're going to be dropping these in full family sizing. Yesterday
What's
I did hit
good,
on the
bro?
particle grays. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but
Make sure
um
y'all hit that like button, subscribe.
the UNC fours. I'm so upset about those because I think that might have been the first time I had an issue of that kind with that shoe, but probably the third time I had an issue with like receiving a shoe. So I actually hit for the UNC fours off the Nike sneakers app in my size. And they were supposed to ship out like normal, but like tracking was floating around forever saying shipped. They never got to me. Those shoes never got to me, and I ended up having to pay resale for them. I was so pissed.
I took so many L's on that UNC 4. I never got them. I never and at the time like the resale on them was like I want to say they were like 450. They might even still be up around that range. I don't
Right,
know.
right,
But like I was like, you know what? Nah, I ain't gonna. But man, I entered every raffle I could. I even was entering raffles across, you know what I mean, like across the pond over in the UK.
right.
And then they did a Jordan Reserve this one time, and they had those, the UNC ones, and the Hyper Royal ones, and something else I don't remember. And I put in for
I
all of
remember
them,
that
and I
return.
got the Hyper Royal ones, and I was happy about that. But I missed out on the fours, and I never
India
got.
in the building. What's good? Wow,
Raven,
wow,
she's
Yeah, I
wow.
saying I
remember that
can't take
reserve.
one from
That
India.
was the first reserve in a while that I took a L on completely. The last few reserves I hit, but that reserve I took a L. But I got the UNC fours when it dropped down to like three something because
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were coming
yeah,
close to release date. So
yeah.
I went ahead and grabbed them.
That's what I ended up doing. I ended
Only
up
thing I
paying
don't like
like
about them is that flap that's on the tongue. If they would just stitch it all the way down, like they did with the back of the UNC sixes, it
Demetrius,
would make a
don't
lot
worry
better.
about that, man. The flap is good.
I heard that the like the materials on them were just trash. So I that wasn't one that like I don't know. You guys have them. You tell me. But
Yeah,
uh,
the materials on mine are great.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
are
so
great.
yeah.
I think people say that when I
Mhm.
know they had like quality issues with them,
Right,
but my pair was good.
right. Because I mean, like, of course, you're gonna get like the detractors who get pairs with those, quality control issues with the glue all over it and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I mean, like, if the materials on their UNC4s were trash, it's because they got a fake pair. Because mine were good, and like Demetri said, his tag sticks up. Mine doesn't. Like mine are
No, I'm saying
straight.
like I just don't. It's not stitched all the way down.
Raven said, "What do you think about the Nike Air Max One Travis Scott Baroque Brown? I think they're fire.
I
It's a
want to grab
gorgeous
a
shoe.
pair.
It's a
I want
gorgeous
to grab
shoe.
a pair.
That was the only one I actually went for.
I
The
think
only
it's a
thing I'm concerned about that shoe is the mesh material on the tongue and on the side panels.
Oh, they'll be good. They'll be good.
I wasn't lucky enough to hit on them. Obviously, I tried. I took like we talked about. I took like 50 L's. I had everybody at my work on their sneakers app. I had everybody. Man, I took and there was, you know what I mean, 2 sneakers dropping on there. Because I was trying to get the gold, whatever, whichever one. You know, I thought I
Right,
would at least get something.
right.
Nothing.
O for O.
I had them enter in the raffles on the Travis Scott website for me. I had them all at 10 a.m. You know what I mean, on their phones on this. And I work in banking, so like we could all just do that.
Right.
But like I had everybody, you know what I mean, trying to get the sneaker, man. And I just took so many L's. Like I thought I was gonna get one, but I wasn't lucky. I mean, obviously, neither one of you got it either. So um, that was a tough shoe to get, man. There was 50,000 pairs of each one on the sneakers app. So
That's crazy. I mean,
I
when
ain't
you
well,
hear
I
stuff
might
like
check retail. I want to send my hand first. So I'm
like
trying to
when
go
you hear stuff like
get
that
some stuff.
and you hit on a shoe like that, it's just crazy to think about. Like I'm one in 50,000.
yeah, I mean, but listen, like if that reverse mocha, I need that. I need that.
Like for the nines, you were one in 2,000.
I was one in 2000, 2042, I think it was.
That's
At,
crazy.
at the same,
2042 pairs.
think about this, homegrown. You hit on 2 pairs of Olive sixes for retail. How often does that happen if you're not buying?
That's true. But what was I don't know the stock numbers for the Olive sixes in my size though, but that's yeah, yeah. Because I like definitely I hit on the sneakers app, so that was definitely like a one in a few thousand. But and then I hit on what store that was that like social status? I'm on year something one of those, but they're both the same if y'all don't know. But um I hit on social status, so that's definitely one in a couple hundred because tier zero stores don't get thousands when it comes to like shoe stock.
They
They
get
only
like
get a couple hundred.
maybe not even that, like 50 pairs.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So,
It really depends.
and that's
Um,
after being backdoored. That's after pairs being backdoored. So,
right.
yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Raven, so swear to God, it was difficult to cop them. Which is your favorite sneaker of all time? That's a tough one. That's a real tough
Which is
question.
your least favorite?
No, you said, oh wait, which is your least favorite? Yeah, least favorite. Least favorite.
I mean, there's a lot of them out there.
My
Like,
least
like, what do
favorite,
you mean? Like, you mean like least favorite, like silhouette, like, or, you know what I mean? Is that what you mean?
You
Like,
saying
I don't particularly like the Jordan 5. Is that what you mean?
like I guess because we're talking about like, well, I guess like the big topic is usually like Jordans. Like if because there's like so many numbers that you might not like, but my least favorite Jordan of all time, like when I
Oh,
think
okay,
about it,
okay. You saying silhouette, so mine
And
would be
Jordan
oh,
2s,
Jordan silhouette. Oh, okay. Wow. I mean, that's tough
the
because
Jordan 2,
two.
like
the Jordan 2 is probably my least, and the Jordan 10. I'm not a fan of that one.
I would say after two, there'll be the sevens. I don't really care for the sevens.
There's
I
some
don't know.
classic sevens though. There's some classics like the
That I
Bordeaux.
mean, that's still tough because after 14, I blank out, and then
I think we're only talking about 1 to 14. I mean, that's what most people are only talking about.
okay,
Ain't no one hyped up about a Jordan 24. You know what I mean? Or you know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Um, because I mean, yeah, I was gonna say because I have one pair of Air Jordan 18s, and that's the Toro 18s. But
yeah,
like 1 through 14, keeping it simple. What everybody thinks about 1 through 14, I hate tens. I hate
yeah.
tens.
I
Even though twos are not the best, if it was if,
It's better than the 10. I would agree with
right,
you. I think the 10's the
right.
worst.
If
I'm
it's
not in that
between a
boat.
two,
I like the tens.
like if it's a 2 and a 10,
Mine
and like
too.
you put the same colorways together, like I would find more twos that I like more than tens. Like I just can't. I don't know. Something about
Jazz
a ten.
Jazzy Cars, what time they restocking, James?
In
In about 9
9 minutes,
minutes on the Nike app, they're gonna do a full family restock on the Nike Dunk Low Pandas.
just go on Nike and search Dunk. It'll come up.
You can just
Right,
do Dunk
right.
Low
That's
to
the
be
trick
safe.
to it. That's the trick to it. They're not gonna put it up there like on sneakers.
Brian McDonald, how often do pandas drop now? Didn't these just drop in May? How does resale stay over retail like that? Well, it seems like so these came out originally March of 2021. So
It seems
we're
like it's been longer than
18,
that. How many
18
times?
months. Yeah, no, it feels like forever.
Right,
They restocked. I feels like it went for a while from the original drop. They weren't really restocking all like that,
right,
and
right,
for some reason, like over like the last 6 months, they just been flooding the whole entire world with them. How they stay over retail? They're barely staying over retail. At first, when they first dropped, they were 300 at least. 350 maybe even like the
right,
bigger sizes or like the rare low sizes and stuff like
right,
that. And now
right,
since there's a restock every month, it seems like
right,
they're we just looked them up a little bit ago. They're basically like 140,
right,
$160
right,
in that range. Unless it's like a super rare size and then you know what I mean, people charge whatever
right.
for them. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like me and Homegrown were talking about this earlier. This gotta be the last time, especially if this is. I mean, this is when they restocked them before. It was either only the men's pair or the women's pair. Now they're doing a full family size restocking these. And yesterday they restocked the Dunk High Pandas, and there was 117,000 pairs in the men's, and then 17,000 in the women's.
Right.
So I'm kind of feeling like that's going to be the same amount of pairs today. I don't know yet for sure. I haven't gotten any stock numbers from the homie, but
So it's like
Let's not
beyond the
forget
obvious
when
of
they got the Nice Nature black and white Dunks.
so beyond the obvious of like supply and demand that drives the resale value up. Um, like when you start off with sellers fees on those secondhand markets like Gold and StockX and eBay at times. Like anytime anybody wants to sell on those platforms, they've got to pay a percentage to use the platform. So the sellers fees, number one, drive up that resale price. And then you tack on like supply and demand and a little bit of greed. And that's how the resale price sits so high. But once you flood the market, regardless of, those seller fees, that resale price comes down. So, I mean, the technical answer, I don't know if that's what you wanted.
And speaking of, we was talking about the Travis Scott earlier. Those are starting to remind me of these pandas because the trainers seem like they dropping every other week
I seen
on
that.
some form of website.
I seen that. I think people returned them.
They're sitting over in the UK. They're sitting in stores.
I think some people returned them too because like they couldn't flip them.
I've seen them restock at least 4 times already.
Yeah, I mean that's. I mean it's scale. I mean, like I said, we talked about it before, but I really feel like people That was a sneaker they slid in on us. We didn't really know about it. We
Right.
seen images, and then, like, all of a sudden, whenever, they was about to drop the Air Max 1s, like, "Oh, here these go." So people were just putting in for them. They were getting them. Besides you and was it HHSB, he got a pair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I really don't see many people saying that they like them, and the resale prices is basically retail, maybe a couple bucks over because
It
of the
showed.
fees and stuff, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they're not.
Yeah.
Now, do I think that they'll probably go up over time? I do. I mean, probably, but it's going to be a minute, and I don't really think they're not selling like people thought that they would. They're not. They're
Yeah.
not able to make, like, you're able to flip those Air Max 1s, and get some money for them, but, like, you're not. And those are definitely going to go up. But the trainer
I
ones,
think I think the only thing that would drive the prices up on those is if Travis were to leave Nike and Jordan brand, because they're not going to make them anymore, of course. But
Right. I think if those trainers go up, they're gonna sit at the $300 to $400 price range. Those
forever.
trainers right now are like Drake's new album. Everybody says it's trash, but give it a little time, and you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, "Hey, those that's all right. It's pretty straight. Let me go see what the prices for them are," and then you're gonna, what, 300?
yeah,
I don't think Travis is going to leave Nike. I don't
Nah,
think that. And plus,
he's got too sweet of a deal with too many options.
yeah, it's a lot of options. All his stuff is real hype, and you know what I mean. Would you go get a Travis New Balance,
Heck no.
or you know what I mean?
Unless it unless it was dope, unless it was extremely dope, I wouldn't get a Travis New Balance.
That backwards swoosh sells pairs, man. Like, as stupid as it sounds, it
Right.
sells pairs. You know what I mean? It does, and you're not gonna get that. That's like when Kobe's family was gonna leave Nike and stuff, and they may still do that, but you know what I mean? It's like, would you really buy a Kobe? I think he was worth Adidas, so you might get like some of his retros, but are you gonna go get you know what I mean, a Kobe that he ain't never wear, had nothing to do with, you know what I mean? Probably
yeah.
not. You know what I mean? So, like, Nike did kind of have the ball in their court in that sense. But I don't know, man. We got 3 minutes to the drop on the Nike app. I will be going for double up of these pandas. These pandas right here.
Those are so clean, but Material Dunk is so trash.
Yeah. You're not wrong, but, like, they still sell out every time, man. They still sell out.
And see,
I
it's
might
it's, it's
buy a pair. Just I
All
don't
right, I
know.
got stock numbers. All right. Men's pairs. Total amount of stock, 88,780.
what? Yeah, you can you can definitely get a pair.
My size, there's 3,862, and y'all size is 10,173.
Wait,
Yeah,
what size is that?
Men or women's pairs, there's 116,000 in the
yeah,
women.
I could literally drop out of this live, enter for a pair, come back, and with confidence know I'm gonna get a pair.
Oh yeah, bro. How did the interview go yesterday?
Oh, me? Oh, man, they messed it up. Like, I don't know if the person didn't know how to use the Zoom, but they never showed up. and
Oh
then they
wow.
sent me and then they sent me a message that was like, oh, we saw you missed your interview. Well, we can reschedule you one. And I'm like, okay, that's cool with me. But I've got a bunch of them lined up for this week. So, um, I mean, and the crazy thing is I've gotten like 2 or 3 job offers already, but they just involve like a lot of moving around, and I just can't do a lot of moving around with just not gonna boot on my foot.
Right.
1 minute. All right, so did you hear what I said though about the women's pairs?
Yeah, 116,000 pairs.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep,
They
88,000 in
just
the men's.
they must be just like people who decide to come in to work on overtime. They just make dunks all the time.
Yeah. All right, I'm putting in for them.
Jeez, boy, these things release once a month.
I mean,
Oh,
I mean, whatever, man. I'll take a double up real quick, but this is the last time. Like, I ain't trying to.
he's
I ain't
like, this is
trying
the last time until they restock, and it's like, wait a minute, it's like crack. Let's see if I can
like
get
it's a
this.
drug habit. Yeah, this is the last
Right.
time. I swear. Just one more hit. Just one more hit.
Listen, it was almost on my back. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and put in a pair. I had to talk myself out of it. Nah, I'm good.
Right, right. Like I'm itching to just like be like,
Yeah,
hold on, fellas, I'll be right back. Because
Yeah,
just enter.
my daughter
listen.
wants a pair.
If they give me an L, I ain't even sweating it.
I'm just enter it. If I hit, I'm gonna just come up with a lie to tell my girl. Say, "Yeah, I've been had these. You ain't seen them yet."
Right. Just don't show her the live because then she'll know you're lying.
Show her the actual release date. She'll be like, "Oh, the
Yeah,
original
CD
release date."
released back in 2021, girl.
Man,
You
I
don't know
bought these
what I'm
18
talking
months ago, man. Get off my back.
Yeah, yeah, that's funny.
This is the last time, though, man. This is the
Now
last time.
watch, you enter into them, and then in a half a second later, it's gonna say, "Got him."
I mean, I put in. I still haven't heard none yet.
That's crazy. I wonder what makes like accounts instantaneous.
I don't know. I know for a while there, and I don't know if like Nike's still doing this. Like they really were trying to like appeal to women. So
Yeah,
like female accounts were doing a little bit better and stuff like that, especially if they were newer accounts,
yeah,
because they already got our attention.
right.
You know what I mean? Like we're
Yeah,
men are they got our money, bro. Like
right.
you know what I mean? Like when I
Yeah,
negotiate my salary at work, I know I'm giving, you know what I mean, at least 20% to Nike. So
right. I
you know
mean,
what I mean?
because that's how it I ended up with the barbershop dunks. I made an account for my mom. And I put my credit card on that account, and I hit like I hit pretty decently on that account. I hit on that account more than I hit on my own. And when I put in for the barbershop dunks, like less than 60 seconds later, it said, uh, got him. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Okay, all right, all right.
I'll, I'll let you know if like listen, like if I don't get them, if they don't give them to me, I ain't even gonna be mad. Like I really won't be.
I mean, all you have to do is go to Gold or StockX and just pay like 20 extra bucks.
Yeah, but I don't want to. You know what I mean?
Right.
What's
Because
the
it's a
point?
Panda dunk.
They gonna
Like,
restock again.
yeah, it's a Panda dunk. Like
Yeah.
they're gonna be under Panda dunks are gonna be at retail or below. Who's that,
Yeah,
Auntie?
when you said that, yeah, but there's people at the Nike factory, they just go in, do overtime, just make Panda dunks. But
I was asking him earlier. I was like, what if Nike is giving us UA dunks?
about. That'd be messed up.
you know, bro, like what was it, Daddy Seed? You know him, right? I was watching. He put out a Jordan 4, that Canyon purple, and he got a UA version. And he tells you right up front it's UA.
Right, right,
Bruh, you couldn't even tell. Like these these fakes are so good. What's crazy is imagine the amount of people that like buy Travis Scott for $2,000 and like end up with a fake. Like I'd be so mad.
oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
oh
Like the
yeah,
fakes. I remember, man. You remember going to like the little flea market when you were a kid, and they had like all those like fake
lined
Jordans,
up.
those fake
Those
Jordans with
be
the.
so easily to sell back then. They made colorways Jordan brand they ain't even thought about.
I
Right,
know, and Jordan Brand actually ended up making some of them too.
right. I was gonna say
Yep.
like
Like
now
later
that's
on,
the
like
actual
as
colorway.
crazy as that sounds, but they did, and like it's not like that no more, man. Like it's almost like, you know, the term like UA, unauthorized, authentic, fake, whatever you want to. I will tell you one thing though, like I'm sort of leaning towards like they are unauthorized, authentic. I feel like they're just making them
Right,
half the time they're not supposed to. Dude, they're so good. They're so good. Or they're pairs that like were messed up and didn't pass like quality control. I don't know what
right,
it is, bro, but like
right.
not all of them. Not
Because
all the
like
fakes, because obviously there's so many factories over there producing sneakers, but like the ones that I'm seeing, bro, like I can't tell. Not
People
from
who
And a lot of people like to
people who
point out
wear
the quality. A
yeah,
lot of people like to point out the quality with UAs, but if you think about it, even the pairs you get from Nike and Jordan brand, the
or
quality
crack.
is not up to par.
right. And like people who wear fakes, they don't even use the term UA anymore because they use the
I
term
got
rep.
him.
I told you.
I got him. I got him.
I want to congratulate you on it, but I knew you'd get them. Yep. Yep.
That's crazy, man.
And it's one of those feelings where I'm glad I got them, but it's just like I knew I was gonna get them, so it's just like yay me, I got them.
Yeah. Hey, whatever, man. I'll wear these to cut the grass later. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Like I've been cutting the grass in my Fusion Jordan ones. I mean they're real good quality. It's a nice Jordan 1.
Bro, and that's the thing that really upsets me sometimes is like don't put the best of the best leather on that. No, knowing
Yeah,
knowing damn well no one wants it.
because look at it. Like it
Yeah,
looks
love
good,
it.
and I've worn it a million times. I can't
It
wear the
almost
right
look
shoe.
better. It almost look better beat than it does DS.
Yeah, yeah. I can't wear the right shoe. So the right shoe is gonna be in better condition than the left, but
Panama Queen says, "Congrats, James. Thank you so much."
I cut the grass in these.
Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button and subscribe to my guy James.
Yeah. Hey, and
Absolutely.
go check out my boy Homegrown right here and vlogging with Demetrius. They got YouTubes and
Yeah,
Instagram.
if y'all could show me some love.
Show them some love.
I'm at like 330 something. I'm
We
just
trying
trying to
to
be able to use the community tab so y'all can see how really crazy I am.
What do you need? 500 for that?
Yeah, yeah, I'm about 164, 65 away.
When I started on YouTube, you had to have 1,000 subscribers to get the community tab.
Right. But I think they lowered the
Yeah.
request to kind of throw people with low subs a bone. And I appreciate it because I'm one of those. My Instagram is growing faster than my YouTube, and that's
My
cool.
Instagram don't grow. Not, I mean, I don't really focus on Instagram though.
Yeah,
If I focused on it, I probably could get the numbers up a little bit. But
like Instagram is so much easier. I'm not gonna say it's easier, but
yeah,
it's so
so
much easier. Um, from everything from the setup to just like putting content on there.
what
It's
up, Wise Soul?
wild. So
Yeah,
listen, I don't know what the bar was a few years ago, but have the bar always been 1,000 subs for monetization?
what was it? What'd you say?
I was asking about YouTube, had the bar always been 1,000 subs for monetization?
No. Back in the day,
no, I think it was like as
no.
long as you had about 100 subs.
I don't remember if there was an actual number. There was actually a point in time where you were monetized from Jump back in the day because
Yeah,
I had a
yeah.
band. For those that don't know, I had a little success with the indie record label for my band, and we had a YouTube channel back in the day, and it was monetized from Jump. But I never made enough money off of it to actually like do anything with it
Yeah,
in those times. But then like YouTube started getting bigger and whatever,
yeah,
and they made it 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch hours. So the hack that a lot of people do to get the watch hours up is they do a lot of lives.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Because like you go on live for
three,
hours.
4 hours every
Yeah,
day.
you know what I mean? And put out your normal content. My best advice to you guys though, like to get your subscribers up, and it's gonna seem like hard and easy at the same time.
Fire.
You gotta
Gotcha.
make a lot of content.
Yeah, yeah,
Like if you set a schedule, how I did it was I set myself a schedule. So for a while there, I mean a good while, for about 6 month period, it took me 6 months to get 1,000 subscribers. I every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I would drop a video, no matter what.
right,
You know what I mean?
right.
And that was enough to get into the algorithm to where I got 1,000 subscribers. So
That's what I tried to do in the beginning, but it was just like I was trying to keep up with current releases and then kind of like keep up with the schedule. And we all know how hard, I mean, how time consuming it is to create content and especially do it on a weekly basis. So like
yeah,
when the shoes start running out, like when the current shoes start running out, because I've got a ton of like releases,
yeah.
it kind of yeah. And then the money factor is because it's shoes, but I mean like I could probably make a bunch of retro videos and actually, talk about like what is this shoe after the release? Like,
You wanna know here, you want me to give you 14 video ideas right now you ain't gotta spend $1 to make? Actually,
hey,
I'll DM you it. I don't wanna put it out
okay,
there.
right.
I'll give you bro, I will give you 14 video ideas that if you release them once a week, you would have 14 weeks
Bro,
of content.
I gave him
No,
content
and it's
ideas.
so simple, like, I don't even have to discuss the 14 ideas. I just have to tell you what the idea is.
Right,
Because I was gonna do it, but I don't think I need to.
right.
Congrats, Shark 20, man. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe.
Matter of fact, y'all both could do it. It ain't gonna matter.
But
YouTube is
listen, my issue
YouTube's a
is
big place.
time because what I
Right,
do for a living, I don't have time, especially during the week. Like I try to do it like when my phone run a video. If I'm sitting at a dock or something, I prop my phone up and I try to record a video. Or if
Shark
I'm
20
at
got a
home,
dub. Congratulations, my guy.
yeah, congrats.
congratulations,
What size
Dub
did you pay for it? Let me
Nation.
know. What size did you get?
That's my issue. And I'm home on the weekend, but I got to spend time with my family. I have to run errands, do all this other stuff.
Yeah, it's tough, man. You know, like, it's I'm a I'm gonna put it to you in a way that might sound a little harsh and may not. It depends on how you take it, but you know how like when you supposed to work your shift at Burger King or wherever you work, you know what I
Right,
mean? Like they got you a little schedule going. Um, and your shift, let's say your shift is 10:30 to 6 o'clock. You know what I mean? You know you got to wake up at this time to get ready to be at your job at this time.
right,
You got to set yourself a schedule. So whatever that
right,
is, maybe you only have an hour at 11 p.m. to make a video. Schedule yourself with that and don't
right,
let yourself down. It's everybody, unless you're like a big YouTuber who that's all you do all day, you know what I mean? Most of
right,
us have responsibilities, jobs, kids, a
right,
wife. I know both of you guys got families, and I know that that's tough. But if you know that, you know what I mean, on a Friday, you know what I mean, your son or your daughter goes to grandma's house for 2 hours, take 20 minutes and film. You don't got to edit, film,
right,
drop it later. You know what I mean?
right.
You
I was
got to
gonna
get
say the best time I found I was really able to, you know, do all of that was when I broke my schedule down and I actually like wrote down what time I had to do this, what time I had to do that. Um, and I would find those gaps. That's why I have so many videos on backlog. I've got maybe like 10 or 12 videos on backlog that I
mm,
just haven't dropped. But it's discipline. And honestly, I know sometimes like I fall off of that discipline too because life happens, man. Like stuff piles up on top of you and it pushes things
yeah.
out of the way, but you still have to stick to that schedule, like you said.
Yeah, you gotta. What I used to do, because when I started YouTube, I actually had a job where I worked way more hours. I was in charge of way more things and way more people, and
Right,
they were, so even when I wasn't there, you know what I mean. So what I would do is when I had my days off, I would batch record. I would
right,
record 3 videos in a day, change my clothes, you know what I mean, and then
right,
and
Yeah, I
then
used
and
to do
and
that.
then the next day I would edit and then I
right,
would schedule them on YouTube for Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I did that for a long time because you know what I mean. I scheduled it in my head that
right,
I have to
right,
do this. Like you
right,
know what I mean. I wanted it, and that's why YouTube is a hard platform. Because when you don't put out content, like the algorithm doesn't favor you. But when you put out content, some things are gonna hit, some things are not. I'm gonna have a video that has 3,000 views and a video that gets 300 views. Same video. You know what I mean? It's all
Right.
topic based too. So like if somebody don't really care about that topic, they're not going to click. So there's a lot of things that go into it. That's why when you post multiple videos per week, you have multiple chances to get into that algorithm. And once you get into that algorithm, other videos will pop up when people are searching for content. Like even if whoever's watching this live right now, if they scroll down, you're probably going to see other videos that, you know what I mean, of mine or other creators, you know what I mean, that aren't exactly new. It's probably older
Right.
content that
Right.
YouTube will push out. So,
And then in this world, irregularity is also another thing that'll help you. Like, because like we talk about Jordans a lot, like everybody's talking about Jordans, but you
yeah,
might go to like an Air Max or a Nike Dunk, and it'll definitely push you forward.
Juan said he
Man,
got the L.
sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, man. What size did you take an L on?
Just wait for the next one. Y'all know it's gonna be another one.
Yeah,
Right.
probably.
Just wait in 3 weeks, man. Hold your money for 3 weeks from now. You'll be in there.
So, Wise Soul once said he needs that band story. So I'm a singer songwriter. I've been doing it since I was a little kid, and I was in a band for a long time. It was my own band. I wrote my own music and stuff like that. And I had a little indie label kind of thing going on. You can actually go on Spotify, iTunes right at this very moment and listen to my band's record. The name of the band is Doomsday Clock, and the name of the record is called Win or Lose. It's on there. You can, you know what I mean? You can listen to it. It's very well done. It was produced by the manager for a band called Rusted Root. And if you're not familiar with Rusted Root, they had a song in Matilda. If you guys remember that movie. And
Yeah.
it was called Send Me On My Way was the name of that band. But their manager, who I'm still friends with, he recorded that record in his studio. And so I did that, you know what I mean? I still dabble in that. I've been recording some music on the side, but like my background is actually in music. And the sneaker thing I've always just kind of been into since I was a little kid. When you're a kid, you can't buy anything because you don't have money, and your parents are normally, my parents were broke, and you know what I mean, I couldn't get all those type of things. So, I got into sneakers at a really young age, just wanting things I couldn't get. And then, when I was older and I was able to get my own, not that I didn't have any Jordans or anything like when I was a kid. I had a few, but obviously like that stuff is expensive, especially when your family is not well off. When I was growing up, Jordans were $125, and in those days that was a ton of money. To spend over $100 for a pair of shoes was, it might as well have been 1,000. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like, so that's like the era that I come from. And I just always really, really liked it. Like the sneaker that I fell in love with as a kid was the Carmine 6.
Interesting. That's a good choice, though.
Yeah, it was the Carmine 6. My friends had them, and like, I love the way it looked. I mean, the six is like one of the most beautiful silhouettes, how it has the 2-3 on the sides of it, but you can't really tell it's a 2-3 because of the way it's constructed. Then it has the Porsche wing on the back, like, but that particular colorway, I still to this day, like, it's one of my favorite sneakers of all time is the Carmine. I don't know, I mean, if I know people aren't really feeling the Carmines like they used to or whatever and stuff,
I
but
actually like the Carmines.
yeah,
I just wish now my pair didn't come out like the rest of them. But I just wish that the Carmine sixes didn't have the issues that they had.
the pink midsole.
Right, right.
I got 2 pairs from that drop, and both of mine are good.
But when I hear issues like that, it makes me feel like Jordan Brand tried to step it up with that particular release.
That would have been a way more successful release, in my opinion. I think that they ruined that release by even dropping the sneaker when they did. They knew they had those issues.
Right.
There's no way they didn't know.
Right.
And I really think that tanked the prices on them because at first you would think, well, if you had a good pair, but the thing is nobody trusted it.
Right. So like
So
when I look at that shoe, I think, you know, I say to myself, it's got those bleeding issues because Jordan tried to give us a really nice, vibrant red, and they just over dyed it, which makes me say, you know, they tried to give us something better quality than they usually give us. So I was like, okay, I appreciate that. But to your point, it was just the fact that they had the issues. They knew they had the issues. They told us about the issues and they still tried to give it to us anyway,
mhm,
which kind of ruined the idea. And it's like, okay, well, nobody's really thinking about how well they tried to build it. They're just thinking about you're trying to sell us crap anyway.
right.
And yeah, like you said, it just hurt that shoe.
Yeah, it really did. But, luckily I took a L on the sneakers app. My friend hit on Hibbit, and he lives in Indiana. He sent them to me, and he checked them all out before he left with the store and everything, just to make sure. And I
Right.
got it. And then what was it like? The sneakers app, they restocked them, and I hit on there, and so I ended up getting two pair. I have the 2014 pair too.
Nice.
Yeah, but that one just got the Jumpman and don't have the Nike Air on it.
They still holding up.
Yeah, this is the 2014 pair.
Oh yeah. They still holding up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've got a pair of 2014, 2013 Jordan 13s, and like they're starting to separate. And I used to wear them all the time.
So like whenever I never even wore the 2021 ones yet. Both of them are dead stock. But I'll wear this one because I've already like worn it a whole bunch of times, and it got a
Right.
little character to it. You know what I mean? How I how I
Yeah,
wear
they
my
definitely look good.
how I wear my sixes, I always put the lace lock down here because how it comes up here. I always thought that was weird,
Right.
but
You
I,
know
I
what?
lay
I have a ton of sixes and I've never worn not one of them.
really
Yeah.
yeah,
So I
but
wouldn't know how to put the lace lock. I probably, I don't know.
yeah, like because it comes just like tied up here at the top, but like I always put it down here at the bottom. But that's just how I rock mine. But
I would be too lazy to do that. Like I would never want to completely unlace a shoe just to put a lace lock at the bottom. Cause I think my first pair of sixes were the All-Star sixes or the Chameleon sixes as people call them.
yeah, I remember those.
And I still have them and I've never worn them. That was my first pair of sixes back in 2016, 2017. Um, and I've got a couple of other pairs of sixes, and I just like I like them, but every time I see somebody say I put my lace lock at the bottom, or this is how you lace a Jordan 6, you put the lace lock at the bottom, I'm just like, yeah, that's okay. I won't wear them because I don't want to do that.
When I was a kid, like what I would do is like people that had like Jordans that had the lace locks and stuff, I would like
Yeah,
ask them for them, and I would put them on my hoodie and stuff. You know what I mean? So I had like when I was a kid, I had all these lace locks from people's sixes, and you know what I mean? That was like my thing. Couldn't get the shoes, but I got everybody's lace locks, man, because
and
it wasn't important to them then. You know what I mean?
and
You
the
couldn't
funny
do that
thing
today.
is
Nobody will give you your lace lock.
if you look at something like that in today's market involving shoes, you could have sold those lace locks
Yeah,
and made a profit. Like call me the lace lock man.
yeah,
Hey, I got lace locks for sale, $5 a set.
yep. I think I've looked them up on eBay before for something. I can't remember. I think they were like $20.
Yeah, there's a store that sells like an online store that sells, I think, replacement lace locks. So they're
Mhm.
not like legit lace locks, but they're replacements. They sell them like $10 a piece.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is money. But back in the day, nobody cared about the lace lock. You know what I mean?
Right,
I was like, let me get
right,
your lace locks. I like all my hoodies had like Jordan lace locks on them.
right. I look at the
They
Jordan.
also put them on clothing. I think I remember like the shorts would have had the lace locks too, like the same
Yep,
one.
yep, yep.
What's up, man? You back?
Man, he
Yeah,
put his beauty makeup on. Look at him, he's shining.
Got that crust
yeah,
out his eye. You know what I'm saying? A splash of water on his face.
Yeah, man. Had to get myself together, get ready for work.
Ooh, that's tough business, man. That's tough business.
Boop boop.
Yeah, right.
I'm
Hello.
I'm off all week, man, and like it's weird. Like you think like it's like, man, you want time off the whole time you're working, and then you get time off, and like you don't know what to do with yourself. Like
Oh
Uh,
yeah. Well, I mean, well, shoot, we can.
it's different for me. Look, if I ain't doing YouTube, I'm playing my game. It's one of the two.
yeah,
We
That's
can we
my
can
situation.
marathon lives this week then, because
Right.
tomorrow
hey,
they dropping the off whites on the sneakers app. Those
what
Air Force Ones, them
Oh,
ugly
what?
really?
ones.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We got to do that one. We got
Yeah,
to do that one.
and they're also dropping stuff on the Nike app for that Flight Fest.
That yeah.
I mean, I don't think I'm buying anything else. Like I got the nines yesterday, and I got a second pair of these today.
Oh,
So
those off white.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm going for those Air Force Ones.
yeah, what's that?
Those white ones.
Yeah,
The white ones look a lot better than the black ones, but the
hmm
black ones will be a lot more what versatile.
Yeah, it's black. Go with anything.
I think they're
Right.
so ugly though.
Yeah, they are. I'm
Yeah,
not
they
doing.
ugly.
Wait,
They ugly.
which off white we getting? Those or
Air Force Ones. You're getting two of them. I could pull it up if you want.
Yeah,
yeah?
yeah, they dropping the black and the white ones.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm good on those. I thought we was talking about the green ones.
No, man. And then you know what? The box is like a brick wall because the idea that Virgil had behind it was they're gonna be bricks.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't own any. I don't own any off whites, and I'm not just gonna go out there and buy them just to say I got off whites. If I don't like the shoe, I don't like the shoe.
I like them enough where I'm intrigued to buy them.
Maybe trade bait.
That too. That too.
Maybe trade bait. All right, I talked myself into it. Trade bait. Video trade bait.
Exactly. Exactly. Video is the biggest word right there.
All right, here they go right here. This one and that one.
Hey, you know that shoe that's in front of both of them? You
The
know it's
Desert
a
Moss.
sleeve. The top half is a sleeve, and you can pull that off of those little pods. The little pods are an actual shoe.
Yeah, I don't like
And
them.
And I mean, they're ugly as sin, but you know,
They look like it would be a LeBron.
yeah, see, there it goes at the bottom where it's off, where the sleeve is off of it.
This right here.
Yeah, they're like a KD.
Why would you need to do that?
I don't. I think because they're like trail shoes. So if you need to wash the upper, you can throw the upper in a washing machine without like the thought of ruining the actual sole of the shoe.
How much they charging for these?
I think they probably like 200.
$225.
Anytime they do something new and innovative, it's always expensive as crap.
$225.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't need those. We don't need
Nope.
those.
Nope.
I'd rather buy more dunks.
I'd rather buy those ACG sandals up there before I.
They keep trying to push these two, those up tempos. I've been seeing them.
No, everybody buying up tempos.
I
Nobody.
don't. I never liked them. I always thought those were the Scottie Pippins. I guess he didn't have his shoe with the up tempo. I always thought he did for some reason.
Like
I got to be getting that from somewhere.
they're just fat for no reason. And air written in big like that, it just does. I don't know. I'm not a fan of them though.
Nah.
I don't care what colorway you put on them. It could be a solid gold. The air could be in solid gold, and I still wouldn't like it.
So you say you're
But
going for the white ones?
hey,
These
I
white
just
off
solid
right
go
here?
without buying it. That's resale right there.
right, I was just about to say that. Yeah, but yeah, I'm going for those white ones.
$185 for these.
Oh, that ain't bad.
The front of this shoe, like this stuff right here,
Yeah,
reminds me of like Monsters Inc. or something.
right. They put them on. When did they put those track spikes on a pair of off whites? Whatever that off white was that tanked so bad. I saw somebody with them on a couple of weeks ago, and they wore them to the point where the track spikes were worn down, and it just looked even worse.
I wonder what the resale is on these.
Probably 300.
I think they did EA for these last week, didn't they? Pretty sure.
Not that I know of.
They did them on sneakers. We'll look them up though. All right. White pair. My size 250, size
Oh,
10,
that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad.
244. Well, they're 185, so
What's a 9.5 looking like?
I mean, after the fees and everything, you're not really making nothing off of it.
no, 9.5 is 255.
Because like I bought a
Black.
pair of Air Force One lows, the sweetest swing in the game, the Griffey Junior, Griffey Senior Air Force Ones,
Yeah.
and I bought them in my size, and I promise you, I could fit 2.5 fingers behind my heel. So I was like, that's the only thing I'm worried about. Like, if I get my size in these, will it be too big? Like,
I always felt like if I get like Air Maxes, I go up a half size. So, but if I get Jordans or if I get Air Force Ones or something like that, I always go down a half size. But that's just me. Um,
right,
I just feel like they're like Jordans are slightly bigger than like the Air Maxes, and like the Air Force Ones are definitely bigger. And my experience with them. But yeah, these ain't going for nothing at all.
right.
These ain't going. I mean, they still gonna sell out though. I haven't really liked the off whites that they've put out since he passed away.
Hmm.
Now, oddly enough, this is one that he actually did, the Air Force Ones, but the rest
Yeah,
of
no,
them,
I'm not saying he didn't. I'm saying, but since he's passed away, the ones that have come out,
right,
I
right.
really like. I think like he was very creative. I've gotten lucky on exclusive access 3 times. Once was for the Kobe Grinch sixes.
Yeah,
The other time was I got EA for the off white dunks, and I got the Kobe the Mambacitas. So, but that off white dunk, um, he did 50 of them. It was all pretty much the
right,
same except for like a little bit of color, a little bit of
right,
differences here or there. But
right,
like now looking back on it, I mean, at first I thought it was like insane that he did 50 dunks. I thought it was like madness. Why would you need to do that? But now that we, in hindsight, now that we knew that like he knew he was sick and he was gonna pass away,
right,
it makes a lot more sense that he put in the work that he did. An off white anything obviously will have value and stuff, but like some of them are a straight hit, home run, grand slam,
right, right,
park, and other ones are
right,
just not. In
right,
my opinion, I'm not gonna like every one,
right.
but I will give it's unique, and he did bring something different to the sneaker community. Nobody was doing any of this stuff, and he definitely is like a pioneer for sure.
You know, the funny thing about the 50, like he didn't even come up with the 50. Nike did that off of his dunks. They came up with the idea off of his first what, 4 dunks, 3 or 4 dunks that he did.
Yeah.
The 50 was Nike's idea, and he went on social media saying he did not create those, but eventually he signed off on them. So
I wish we would have got those braid off like that was rumored.
yeah, they were supposed to drop on my birthday. That's why I said my birthday is cursed for sneakers.
I've had some good luck this year on my birthday.
Because like a lot of good sneakers were supposed to drop on my birthday, and then they all got pushed back or um, taken off the calendar altogether.
I think a lot of those ones that are due later in the year that were taught, like those nines, those fire red, gray ones that we looked at yesterday, those
Yeah,
got pushed back written all over it to me. I think we won't get those until 2023. And a lot of those ones
Probably.
is like every holiday season, every time like we're looking forward to like what's dropping in the holiday, they have like a list of 15 sneakers, and then we might get like 5 of them. And then the rest will be in the spring collection, and we'll get
Right,
10 of them. There's always
right,
sneakers
right,
that they say
right.
are coming out that don't at all, but most of them get pushed back. And I think that, when those nines drop, or when there's, I think those will be pushed back. I think everything has a possibility of being pushed back into next year, except for the Chicago ones. Those are definitely going to come out, and the Jordan 11s, both of them.
But those nines, like you said, they definitely look like a 2023 release.
Yeah.
Like they give me the feeling of 2023, and it's just like I feel like they just dropped images to gauge how much hype is going to be around it.
I don't know, but those nines are clean. Those and those ginger 14s.
Oh yeah, I want those Ginger 14s. That better be a fall release. Like I want those. I
Yeah,
want
They've been
normally
sleeping on the 14 a lot lately too. There was a couple 14s, and now that I was saying it, that never came out. There was supposed to be 14s that dropped in the winter of 2021 that didn't come out. We haven't seen a 14 drop. Oh, I can't remember when the last time the winterized
the Winterize 14s.
was the last one we got, and that was
Was it
that
the
was
winterized or was it the Toro?
no, it was the winterized was
Toros
the
came out
last
before
one that we saw drop.
Winterize.
The
Okay.
Toros, that was 2020. That was another sneaker I took a lot of L's on.
I hit on the Toro 14s. I don't
Yeah.
remember how, but I just know I did. I was excited. And then I found out like the stock wasn't there like a lot of people thought it would be. It wasn't as much of a GR as people thought it would be.
No, that was limited. I mean, it was way more limited. But I tried everything to get those. I really like them. I actually like the 14s a lot, like a lot.
Certain colorways.
Yeah, if
they
they're
get
done
me.
right. I mean, obviously, like you like those ginger ones. I personally, I ain't really feeling them ones, but a lot of the ones that dropped around 2020ish, like those were dope. I love the Ferraris. I love the reverse Ferraris. I love
Yeah,
the last shot. I love. There's a lot of dope 14s. The cherries. I mean, there's a lot.
The Laneys are my favorite.
Laney's. Those
Y'all,
are
y'all
dope.
know I hated the reverse Ferrari 14s because um I was so used to because the Ferraris are, I mean the 14s. I don't know why I said the Ferraris, but the 14s are supposed to be narrow. Like the 14s have been probably the most narrow Jordan out there. They're supposed to be narrow, streamlined, and reminded you of a Ferrari. When I saw the reverse Ferrari 14s and beyond feeling the material, when I would just look at it from a back view and saw how wide that back was, I was like, no, this is not the 14 I remember because the first 14 I ever had was the Laneys. I tell that story all the time. I spent my own money that I saved up for back in 1998 and bought the Laneys when they dropped.
I just like the colorway of the reverse Ferrari. It was a
Yeah,
nice
the
color.
colorway is good. The colorway is good. I didn't like the shape, and because I didn't like the shape, I sold them. I was like, they gotta go.
Yeah, but we don't get. They're not dropping 14s. What is it? Those gingers are the only ones that I've seen possibly coming out. I
That's
haven't seen.
crazy.
I haven't seen another one. They'll keep giving us like weird 13s though. You know what I mean?
I wish they would give us the actual Ferrari
The
14s.
the reverse court purple 3.0 13s. They'll drop stuff like that. You know what I
Right,
mean? But like,
right.
you know what I mean? Like they won't. I mean, I can't. When was the last time the last shot 14 retro was that? I had to have been like 2015 or 2016.
No, last shot came out
Uh,
2019.
like 2019,
2020.
2019, 2020, or something like that.
I think it was
Yeah, I think it was
2018.
2020
Yeah, it was a
because
recent release.
like right after the last shot dropped, they dropped that Jordan documentary, and
I'm
the
gonna look.
prices shot up. The prices went through the roof.
And then, if I'm not mistaken, the ones with it was like black, but the inside was kind of like quilted. It had like a quilted pattern on the inside of the 14.
Yeah,
I can't remember
2018
the
was
name
the
of
last time the last shot retroed.
yeah. Okay.
I just looked it up. I knew it
Yeah.
was something like that though. It wasn't that long ago, but
It don't seem that far. It don't seem that far back.
you guys like 13s? You guys fans of 13s?
I love
I
13.
am.
13 is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
The 13 is what got me into Jordans when I saw the Flint 13s.
Mm-hmm.
Same here. Well, Bread 11's got me into it, but I did love the Flint 13. A lot of people love the Bread 13, but it's to me it's something about that Dirty Bread 13. I don't know what it is. I love Dirty Bread over the normal Bread 13s.
I think the first time I said I gotta have a Jordan, of course, was the Flint 13. Now, and that was my first realization of how hard it was to get Jordans, like back in when was that? Like 98, 99, somewhere around there.
Wait, wait, how old are you, bro?
What do you mean? I'm gonna keep
How old are you?
I'm gonna keep that a secret. I can't tell y'all my beauty secret, man. I live forever.
You say you bought your first pair of Jordan Flint was like 98.
Well, no, I bought like the first pair of Jordans I bought
What's good,
was
KB?
98, and they were the Laney 14s. But I was a kid then. Like I was taking out trash and
Oh, I
washing
got
my
you. I
parents'
got you.
car.
I got you. I
And
thought
yeah,
you
yeah,
just got off your 9 to 5 and went to the
right.
mall.
No, that would make me super old. Yeah, no.
I said, bro, how old are you, bro?
But I was doing like mediocre like chores and stuff like that, and they were in my size at the time because like I wore size 8 then, and like a size 8 was still considered kid shoes. So I got them at like 90 something bucks, and I remember I didn't have the tax to pay for the shoe, because my mom was like, I'm not paying that much for Jordans. If you want a pair, you're gonna have to spend your own money, and you better have all of it. And I think I was like $4 short of like actually being able to pay for it, and she just ended up giving me the $4. But um yeah, I tried to get, like, I saw the Flint 13s and tried to get a pair, and went to the store, and the guy was like, oh, we don't have those and they're not coming back out. So my mom had promised me to get me a pair of the Flint 13s or a pair of 13s, and we went to the mall the next weekend, and they had the Bread 13s. So that was my first 13. I've got pictures of me like in the Bread 13s. I wore those joints out. I wore them out,
Soul
boy.
falling off.
Yeah. But I was really good on my shoes, so they lasted a long time. But yeah,
You know, I used to be real tough on shoes, man. Like I never really back in the day. I would wear them to like the sole would fall off, and I really wish I wouldn't have done that. Uh,
right,
not that I regret wearing the shoe. I just wish like I'd have took some better care of it so that I would still have it today.
right. So you
Uh,
can show it off. Yeah,
yeah, you show it off, or even maybe try to restore it because some of these people,
right,
man, like they're good at that
right.
stuff. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I couldn't do that myself, but KB Kicks 412 didn't know you were going live. My guy would have been in here. Yeah, man, it was just like a spur of the moment thing. I wasn't planning on going live today because it was my birthday. I was just gonna chill, but I went for the
happy
dunks
birthday
this
to
morning, and I
What are
figured
you
I got
doing?
busted up with my boys here and just chill. You know what I mean? Have a nice
What are you
little
doing
low
for the
key.
birthday?
What's up?
So what are we doing for your birthday?
So today, Melinda has some of her friends over. They're gonna go. Melinda's my girl. She's gonna go. Like they're gonna go swimming or whatever, and then I'm gonna go out later tonight and have some drinks, and then I'm having like a little get together on Saturday, like when everybody's off from work, and we could just bust it up.
man. You're older. You can't call it a get together. You're supposed to call it a soiree. That's the
A shindig.
You know
yeah,
what? This birthday right here, this is probably the one. Like I've always liked my birthday. Like I'm not. You feel it hits different on your birthday. You know what I mean? Like, you feel a certain way. You want to go have fun. You want to you get your old birthday outfit on. This year, for whatever reason, and not like any particular reason, it's not like I'm depressed or anything. Now I'm just like, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I guess
I
you come to that at some point. You know what I mean?
I've
you know
always been
what?
like that. See,
Yeah, I was gonna say I've been like that for a long time. I've been like that
yeah,
since I was maybe like 19. I just be like, it's another year.
Yeah.
But
You
see,
know,
when I was a kid, my dad, I guess now that I think about it, I thought about it before. He used to do this thing with us to like save money. He would say, "You want it's your birthday. What do you want? You want a birthday party or you want $50?" We kids, so we think, yo, $50. You know what I'm saying? We don't want. I never cared for parties. I don't
Right.
smoke, drink, so I never cared for like clubs or parties and stuff like that. So I always took the money. That's how I ended up buying my first pair of Jordans, saving up that birthday money and tour money.
Right.
thanks for the birthday wishes, KB. Appreciate you, my guy.
See, like for me, my birthday feels like it's always been the worst time because my birthday is in August. My birthday is on August 12th. And the dates have
It's
kind of
my
shifted
birthday. Your
around.
average sneakers. It's my birthday. Go ahead.
But like every time my birthday would come around, I'd have to go back to school. So when I go to school and I'd be like, oh yeah, it's my birthday, people wouldn't believe me.
Yeah,
Or they would be like, oh yeah, like my mom had to buy me back to school supplies. So, I didn't have any money left or whatever to
yeah,
get you a birthday gift. And I'd be like, okay, I understand it. So I kind of grew not to expect any gifts from anybody. And I was just like, yeah, okay, whatever. It's another day.
I just took the $50. I didn't care for parties.
yeah. I don't know. Like I always like, especially like in my 20s, man. We used to do it big. You know what I mean? And then the next day, I'm either throwing up or, you know what I mean? It's like But now I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm just like I'm thankful. Like I'm thankful for a lot of things. Like this morning before I started hopping on YouTube and hitting you guys up and whatever, I was really sitting there by myself, like and like not to get like sentimental or nothing, but I was really sitting there thinking like, and it sounds cliche, but I was just thinking how thankful I am
Yeah,
for a lot of things. For one, I'm here.
right.
Um, I know I know a lot of people that I grew up with that didn't make it as far as I just have. Not only that, I'm incredibly blessed to have people in my life that care for me. Um, I have food. I have all the sneakers that I want
Right,
for the most part.
right, right.
Um, I feel like I can accomplish anything I want to if I work hard enough for it, and
Absolutely.
I just feel blessed, man. And I'm
Right.
more thankful. Because when you're a kid, like how you're talking about, you want the party, you want the $50. Like you get stuck in that mindset as a kid of, oh, I'm getting something. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
And this birthday, I feel like I already got it. If that makes any sense to you.
Right.
Yeah,
I,
I get what
I
you're
think
saying.
I think that's why I like really stopped caring about birthdays because also at a point I felt like, I started feeling like there was so much more to life than just worrying about birthdays and what you're gonna get. There's so much more to be thankful for. Um, just waking up, being able to breathe and having the opportunity to, you know, do different things and experience life. That's a birthday gift within itself.
Yeah.
And I mean, even something as small as like when I do YouTube,
Hmm.
even something like to a lot of other people, 300 and something subs is like
Right.
it's nothing, but to me, it's a mind it's mind blowing.
It's crazy too, like to put it in perspective. Like, have you ever been in a room like an auditorium or something like that and spoke to 300 people?
Right, right,
It,
right,
and I'm sitting at 4,500 subscribers. Like, that's crazy to me. Like,
right,
I
right,
never thought I would make it. I never thought I would have that many subscribers. You know what I mean?
right,
Like, I
It's not even just getting the subscribers. It's you connecting with people.
right.
right,
Those people subscribe because you connected with them in some type of way.
right,
That's the thing that I think about. But as far as like birthdays, mine is kind of like unique because I share a birthday with my mom. So
nice,
yeah. So I don't really celebrate the day as if it's my birthday. It's more so if it's hers. You know what I mean? Like if you go back on one of my videos, I say even though it's my birthday, but I want y'all to tell my mom's
Yeah.
happy birthday.
right,
Yeah. I
right,
think I
right,
was on
right.
that
I
live
remember
with
that.
you.
Yeah,
I think
yeah, I
we did.
remember that.
Panama Queen said, James, happy birthday. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Your average sneaker guy, as you get older, you start appreciating everything. Yeah, man, and that's just where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? Like, and your average sneaker guy, thank you for the birthday wishes. If you guys aren't familiar with Your Average Sneaker Guy, my boy Homegrown here at the top, or Vlogging with Demetrius, definitely go sub up to them. Follow them on Instagram. Let's see what KB got to say. KB412. I give my kids shoes and $100 cash. That's their present. 3 kids, 3 months in a row. They're 13, 11, and 8.
3 months in a row. That's crazy. That's back to back to back.
Well, listen,
I hope
the
it's not
way
around
around that
Christmas.
is you pick up a pair of shoes, back then, like say you buy a few pair of dunks, you hold those to next year. Hopefully they don't grow out the size you bought, or buy half a size bigger. And when they
Yeah.
grow into it, and next birthday come around, you got to worry about scrambling to pick up a pair.
Right.
You're going to be at 10K before you know it, James. People see how you're a genuine guy, and that draws people in. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, man. Probably. Maybe another year. Maybe I'll get the 10K. I hope I get the 10K. You know what? It's not going to be for lack of trying. You know what I mean? I am going to try. I never got the Grammy that I thought I could get, but I mean, if I could someday get one of those YouTube plaques, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's going to take about 10 years.
How much do you have to get your first plaque?
100,000.
Okay.
Listen, you can either do that or respond to those people that be in your DM saying, "I can get you 1,000 subs for $40."
Nah.
Right.
Nah, that ain't me, man. Because like I want to know that like I did it.
Yeah, I got
you. Know what I mean? Like I ain't going to try to buy it. Be like I'll put the work in, But if I ever get one of them YouTube plaques, you ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, you ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing.
Listen, that plaque is going with me everywhere. When I do my videos on my truck, that plaque will be right there.
Yeah.
Man, that's like.
But you know what, too? Like I seen, it's the struggle. Once you get to 5K, the struggle is 5K. Well, first it's 1K, then the struggle is 5K. Like I noticed, like I'm struggling to get to 5K right now. It's like I'm inching there, like I'm 500 away. That's a lot. Like don't put that in perspective. 500 people to come click that subscribe button. That's a lot of people, man. But 5K, then 10K. I think once you get over 10K, man, I see people get to 20K like that.
Right.
Then 50K like that. You know what I mean? Once you get past a certain level, I think like the amount of engagement that you get on your videos just really push it out more and you grow fast.
Right.
But you got to get to 5, 10, 20, and then once you do, as long as you're consistent, man, and you're like doing good things and just trying to, I always believe that if you just treat people good, man, like, and you try to help people, that like it, you're helping them, and it comes back to you, so that's just how I try to live.
And I think I think they're milestones for a reason, because like when you hit those milestones, YouTube pushes you even harder, because like the first milestone is like 100 subs. Because like for me, it was a crawl to 100. I mean, it was not too much of a crawl, but it was a basic crawl to 100. And like I was mind blown when I hit like 20. First starting out, I was mind blown. And then when I hit 100, like I kind of shot up to 200, 300, and it's kind of like a creep to 5. Because 5 is the next milestone, the next size milestone, and then once you hit 5, it's a crawl to 1,000, and then once you hit 1,000, you kind of blow up and you get halfway there, and then it's a creep to 5,000. So I think the YouTube algorithms run in that kind of retrospect.
Like what are we in June? This is June. I mean, I'll definitely hit 5K by the end of the year, maybe faster than that.
Right.
I'm averaging around like 280, 300 subscribers per month.
You'll hit 5K before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get there before the end of the summer.
You'll probably do it.
I don't set goals like that, and like I don't say that in my videos. Like how people do that. I want to hit 5K by, you know what I mean. But in my mind, I'm like, if I could do it by summer, that'd be cool.
Right.
And if not, by the end of the year is fine. But
I just want that 1K by the end of the year. End of the year is what I'm shooting for 1K.
You could do it.
Oh, he'll definitely get that.
You
Yeah,
could
you'll
do it.
definitely get
You
that.
definitely could do it. Matthew Thicklin says, "Happy birthday, bro! Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you." KB, yeah, kills pockets. That's yeah, all them kids, all them months, right in a row.
Oh yeah.
Panama Queen James, as long as you keep drama off your page, the subs will come. Always stay positive. Yeah, I'm not really another drama
Yeah.
aspect of.
Drama can
I'm all about the love of sneakers and
right.
sports. That's things I love, and I really like making content. I've always been creative. Like I have a very creative mind. Started as a kid with music, and you know what I mean. Like I love creating something out of nothing.
Right. Right.
So that's what I love. Like I don't want to come on YouTube and argue with trolls or talk about
Right.
yeah
Speaking
talk
of,
talk about another man's
Yeah.
YouTube channel. Like that's not my
right.
style. Unless I'm
Like
provoked. Like if you
like
attack me,
drama
I
can bring
may come
you
at you, but I probably wouldn't. It's honestly beneath me. Like and I'm not saying
right.
that like it's just I know who I am.
Right.
I know
Absolutely.
what I have. I know what I'm capable of, and nothing that somebody sees me as on their screen is going to change my outlook
Right.
of me.
Right.
So I
Right.
don't, you know what I mean? If most people that attack you or want to troll you or do drama and all that stuff, like they feel bad about themselves. If you study
Right.
any kind of
Right.
psychology, you know what I mean? Like they're lacking something in their lives. A lot of these creators that I see that do like a lot of drama content, I swear to God, they're great. Like they could
Right.
be amazing content creators, get 100,000 subscribers, but they focus on the wrong things. If they would take
Right.
that same energy and try to help people and
Not
just
only that,
try to be kind,
if
they
you
would
notice,
they would do better. You know what I mean? But they sit at
Right.
their 10,000, 30 subscribers that they've been at for 10 years because they don't evolve. Like
Right.
they love the drama or they think, you know what I mean? Because they'll come on platforms like YouTube and people will donate to them so they think they're successful. They're not.
and if you
In
look
my
at,
opinion, and I'm not calling anybody out. I mean, people do what they do. Obviously, I don't have my hand in anybody else's pockets, but that's just the way that I see it. They're really good at they're really good at content. Like they'd be able to do some bigger things, but they
Yeah.
just focus on the
Yeah.
wrong things and the
Yeah.
wrong topics for whatever reason I don't understand.
but if they do it because if you notice, people who do those kind of videos, the viewership is up there because
Yeah.
a lot of people feed off of drama.
People love drama.
But if they
Like
were to put
drama
out
makes people feel better about their own
normal,
lives.
if they put out a regular normal sneaker review or whatever their content is about, it doesn't get those views, that same viewership that the drama
Right.
videos give them. So
Okay,
that's why they continue with
so
the
Right.
drama videos.
so
So it's
let's say you drop a drama video, and every time you drop that drama video, you get let's say you get 5,000 views on it. I would say that that's for some of them dudes, that's about average, and that's probably what they're getting. And then go look at somebody like Wear Testers. What do they get
No
per video?
drama.
What do they
it's
get
but
for?
see, here's the thing like about drama. The world loves drama. I mean, because they've done a study on it, like
Mhm.
especially ladies. Ladies love drama because it makes them feel better about their own situations. And that's with people in general. So, like the thing about drama though is it's exhausting. It's more exhausting than doing uh regular content or building your platform on just, you know, being yourself
Mhm.
or finding something positive. It's exhausting. Like
Right.
I would rather be exhausted from doing something positive, growing naturally, building a subscriber base that, you know, doesn't bring that crap to me versus trying to keep up with everybody's drama, because trying to keep up with everybody's drama brings more problems every single second.
Yeah. I mean, I, I don't know that I'd be able to do it. Like even if I wanted to. Like
It's not sustainable.
how could I hate somebody that I don't even know
Right.
and focus all my attention all day on that person?
Like being like that live I was in. I don't know, like I don't know why that guy likes to be
Yo,
he's a detractor.
I seen it
He's a
too.
detractor. And for whatever reason, like I don't know how much of it you all saw, But as soon as he got in that live, you could see he didn't say anything like he didn't say my name per se.
Yeah.
But you could tell with his very first question, he targeted me with his very first question. And I'm just like, what's the point? Like, I'm not going to drop down to your level or entertain your mess just because you want to do it.
Yeah.
Average sneaker guy says, "Bro, you're gonna get the 10K. You're just too good not to. Everybody on this panel gonna reach it. Facts. We definitely will. Appreciate
Hey,
that, man.
I thank you for the positive vibes, the positive blessings.
What's that guy's page at the bottom? Already subbed to Homegrown and been watching his vids. This right here at the bottom is Vlogging with Demetrius. Definitely go check him out. Sub up to my man right there.
If you take the comment down, it should show everybody's name. So everybody know that my name is spelled 50 different ways. So
Oh yeah, there it goes. Wow.
You go. He even got sub up in the title, so in his name.
Yep.
You know what? I'm so bad at that. When I started the stream, I'm like, hey, if you're new, like it, subscribe, and like I've mentally made a note for myself to do that. I'm so bad at asking people to like and subscribe. I mean, I should do that because not everybody knows to do that, man.
Right.
I think it's ingrained in my head when I do a video. The first thing I holler is like and subscribe,
Right.
and then I'll get on with the video. Like I feel like if I don't say it, I'll mess the video up or something because it's ingrained in my mind to say like, comment, and subscribe.
Like I know my intro by heart, and I've got 2 reiterations of it. Like I know it off the back of my hand. What's going on, Raven? Glad to have you back. Glad to have you back.
What up, Raven? But yeah, like I need to get better at that. Like my whole thing like is like I either do nothing, like I don't say anything about that, or I just have a graphic pop up, you know,
right?
Like subscribe. I find that's you know what I mean. I don't know. I mean, obviously people are subscribing, so something's working. You know. What I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I used to start the video, like, subscribe, you know, do all that. But like now I just want to get right into it, man. This is what it is. This is what I'm talking about. You know, try to. Yeah, because every video, like even like I get sick of that. Like I'll click on a video and I gotta wait a minute and 30 seconds before like somebody gets into the content. You know what I mean? Go sub to my grandmama's Twitter account because sometimes I'll be on there. You know what I mean? I don't. I don't know. It's like the YouTubery things. There's certain things you got to do and stuff like that, and you know what I mean. Like my whole thing is like I kind of learned like when I stopped doing that as much, like my retention rate went up. And
yeah.
The more my retention rate went up, the more people watch the videos, and the more people that watch the videos, the more subscribers.
Because the shoe content, people just want you to get directly to.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna try it out on my next video. I'm gonna try to leave the whole like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna test it out.
Yo, just throw a graphic up.
Because I do that.
You can have that graphic go up numerous times in the video, like.
Right. I'm gonna try that at one point. I might do it with these barbershop dunks, yeah. Because I mean, boy, I will freaking explode on the camera and then just be like that like button because the algorithms love it. And all of that other good stuff.
I'm up and down and saying like and subscribe. I feel like it runs people away and also makes people subscribe because people like to be told what to do. Yeah, I mean, like it does help. It does help. But what it is not, I would say that probably where it's hurting you is somebody that's already subscribed to you.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know what I mean? Like if they show up to every video, like, hey, I'm already subscribed. You know what I mean? To get new viewers, most people who are younger obviously understand the subscribing thing,
right?
But like older people or even like super young people may not get it right now.
Okay.
There's somebody who's 17 years old probably doesn't care about the subscribe button.
Like, because I
Somebody
will watch.
58 years old probably don't care about the subscribe button.
Right.
Older
I will
people will
watch
just
a video and just forget to
keep typing your name in to the search bar.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but
people also gotta understand the significance of liking the video and subscribing. And I know reason why I say that is because I remember being in DJ's Soul Agenda live stream, and I guess they left Unbreakable's live stream because he kept saying y'all smash the like button.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that gets annoying.
They
You say
said
it
they
too
got
many
tired of
times.
hearing him say that, but at
Yeah.
the same time, you got to understand the significance of hitting the like button or
Right.
subscribing. We all trying to get into this algorithm so YouTube will push our videos and our channel and content to people who haven't subscribed to our channel.
Right.
And honestly, I mean, if you donate, that's appreciated. But the number one way you can help a content creator is hitting the like button,
Right.
subscribe, and leaving a comment. Because if YouTube sees you interacting with sees people interacting with your videos, they're going to push to other people to say maybe these people will interact with your videos.
Right. The like button and comments are, I would say, more important than actually hitting the subscribe. Of course, now, like, the subscribe is important when it comes to monetization, but after that, commenting and hitting the like and the watch time is definitely more important.
It's all important.
Yeah.
If people are, listen, if people are subscribing to your video, that's gonna hit the algorithm just as much as the like
Right.
button, because
Right.
it shows a positive experience into the
Right.
algorithm.
Exactly.
People are so
I
um
look at it like how you would look at that pie chart for your credit. How you got
Yeah.
the time of paying on time and the
Right.
length of credit. Like all of that to me matters in that pie of YouTube algorithm. You're liking, you're commenting, you're subscribing. Oh, I'm a
Panama
Falcons
Queen.
fan.
Any of you fellas in the football NFL? Facts. I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm a huge Steeler fan. Matter of fact, this morning I watched an hour and a half a pivot podcast with Ryan Clark. They had Coach Mike Tomlin on there. They went to Mike Tomlin's house. I watched a whole hour and a half of it. I'm a huge Steeler fan. If you look back at some of my older videos, I used to make all my videos in my sports room, which is full of autographed Steeler helmets, jerseys, Penguins, Pirates. I have a Barry Bonds jersey in there from when he was a Pirate. I'm a huge sports fan. These guys down here, they're in the Falcons and the Braves because they're from Georgia.
Yes, sir.
Definitely big sports fans for sure. She says she's a Niners fan.
Nice. How you feeling about that quarterback situation,
The
Panama Queen?
wise soul is a
Yeah,
Niners fan.
yeah. How you feeling about the Jimmy Garoppolo, Trey Lance situation?
Yeah, why so he's from San Fran as well.
Yeah, let us know what you think about your QB situation for sure. Yeah, I'm about to watch the pivot. Hey, can y'all hold the stream down while I go to the bathroom real quick? Be right back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got some family projects going on, man. I'm trying to put some furniture together.
Listen, every time I come home, it's like I got to put something together. I wonder what you're doing with the screwdriver in your hand, flipping it up and around.
Oh yeah.
I come home, I gotta put a bookshelf together. I gotta put a desk together. It's always something. I can't come home and just relax.
Right. Right. I mean, hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. It's gonna be that way. And like I end up with family projects all the time because I'm the only boy. Of course, I have a daughter, and I have 9 other sisters, and then of course I've got to do stuff for my mom too. So I mean, it's projects all over the place.
Yeah, yeah. Panama Queen said Jimmy G stink. I mean, Panama Queen, he was a decent quarterback. He did get y'all to what was it? The conference finals in the Super Bowl. He did get him to the Super Bowl. I think injury just plagued him. That's where I think it went wrong. Injuries plagued him. Trey Lance is, I don't know if he's the answer for your franchise. I haven't seen him play much. I know they was hyping him up a lot when it was time for the draft, but to me, he didn't. I don't think he played enough games to end up in the NFL. But congrats to the young man for getting there. Saying no, Debo got it there. Hey yo, if y'all don't pay Debo, he gone.
I mean,
Debo want money.
like what a lot of people don't understand is like QB is the hardest position on the field to play, and college is way different than the NFL. And I think it's a small percentage of quarterbacks that are actually good enough to make it to a Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl, let alone make it through a regular season. Because the odds of actually having success have been greatly narrowed down in the NFL than on the college level. I mean, hey, the numbers is 1% of all football players actually make it to the NFL. Like, just think about that. So if 1% of every college athlete makes it to the NFL, think about the percentage of quarterbacks that are actually going to be good, given that QB is like the hardest position to play. So I mean, yeah, they might be bad quarterbacks, but like give them a little leeway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Give them a
I
little
mean,
leeway.
I ain't saying he shouldn't be there. I mean, he got there for a reason.
Right, absolutely.
You talking about Jimmy
He
G?
got,
Right.
no, it's talking about Trey Lance.
I don't know
Like
how I
not
feel about
everybody
Trey
can
Lance, man.
be
He didn't look too good when he played, but he's young. He's real young.
right. Not everybody can be a Manning or and
Roethlisberger.
another thing that plays a factor into how good a quarterback is
His
the
team.
team that he has
His
around
coaching.
him. If he has no offensive line and no receivers, look, it happened to what you call his brother that played for the Carolina Panthers. He quit like after 5 years in the league or something like that. He said he was shell shocked after being behind that terrible line for one season. He was like he could never get it right again. What's his name? He's got a brother that was a quarterback as well.
You talking about you might be talking about what was his name? Boy, if you're talking about the brother who played for the Raiders.
Yeah.
That was the Texans. David Carr.
Yeah, Carr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like he was shell shocked after playing behind a terrible offensive line. He said I could never get it back together.
Yeah.
Look at RG3, incredible quarterback.
Yeah.
But he got behind that terrible Washington line, and all of a sudden he goes from a quarterback that was considered terrible to a quarterback that was considered a bust. Because, like, honestly, what's the difference between RG3 and what's his name up in Patrick Mahomes?
Patrick Mahomes got an arm.
Patrick Mahomes is deadly. He could throw it out the stadium for 1, 2.
Well, yeah, he's got a
we're gonna
cannon
find out how accurate he really is without
right. I was gonna
Tyreek
say
Hill.
he's got a
We're about
cannon
to
of an
find out,
arm,
but
a lot of people are questioning his accuracy at this point. Like
I
they're saying that
remember.
his accuracy isn't there.
Well, first of all, he got a chip, so like all you know, what I mean, I don't think we really questioning too much about his game. He
Right.
won, and he went to another Super Bowl. But I will say this: Tyreek Hill, I think, covered up for some of them.
Right. Yeah, he did.
Throw it up, but I think he's gonna be. I think Mahomes is gonna be fine.
But like, if you put
Andy Reid's offense made McNabb
that too, yeah,
and McNabb really wasn't that great. Really, if you look back at it.
Oh, McNabb is terrible. He is terrible.
You know what I mean? But like, yo, he was a perennial Pro Bowl. He was in the NFC Championship every year. They went to one chip. They lost to the Patriots, but everybody loses to the Patriots. He had his best seasons was when he had Terrell Owens. He had beef with Terrell Owens. I sided with T.O. on all that, man.
He had beef with a couple of other players on the team, but like if you put Mahomes in Washington, would Patrick Mahomes be Patrick Mahomes?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think they definitely be an upgrade over anything they got.
Yeah, they
Um,
definitely would, but they don't have any
um,
weapons. Like they
they
didn't have
only
a
re-
line, and
they only
they didn't
really
have any
have
weapons.
one wide receiver, and that's that McLaurin, and he's holding out because
Right,
he wants money.
right.
But that McLaurin, he deserves it. He's definitely outplayed his contract over the past 3-4 years for sure. Um, you know what I mean? He deserves to get paid. Um, I don't know. The Steelers are in that same kind of position. My team, man, like we don't got the Hall of Fame quarterback no more. We got Kenny Pickett who went to Pitt. So, but our O line was terrible.
See,
I mean,
and y'all drafted. Then y'all draft Josh Dobbs and traded him to Cleveland.
we had Dobbs for like
How
15.
is
Dobbs has been like on the third string / practice squad for like 7 years.
how is Mariota gonna do in Atlanta? He ain't gonna do nothing. Atlanta is nothing right now.
Yeah, nah. Listen, I'm gonna tell you now. I'm a realist. I'm a realist. Fan. We gonna suck this year.
Right. I don't care. I'm telling you, we're gonna be in the top 5 draft pick this year.
Y'all don't even
This
have
coming
Calvin
year.
Ridley this year.
Right. No, he got in trouble and got suspended.
Yeah.
Gambling.
Um, I don't care what anybody says. Drake London is not going to make a Julio Jones type impact. He is not a number 1 receiver, regardless of what anybody is trying to tell you. Marcus Mariota, with what they're saying about Ritter, Ritter is pulling in the playbook a lot quicker and easier than they expected. So I think they're going to play Mariota out of simple promises that they made. But I
Mariota gonna
guarantee
play the
you,
first. Mariota probably gonna play the first 4 weeks.
right. But I guarantee you, Ritter is going to be finishing out the season. I guarantee you that 100%.
That Ritter was like heavily rumored to be the quarterback that the Steelers were gonna take had they not got Kenny Pickett in the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like the word in my city, pretty much
But the
leading up.
crazy thing is, Ritter slid all the way to 3rd for them to pick him up.
Yeah.
So, like, we lost a Hall of
And
Fame
they
Super
were
Bowl
they
caliber
were
quarterback.
recruiting him anyway. Pickett, Pittsburgh was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he was the only quarterback to go in the first round. And I don't know. I mean, I hope he does well, man. I really do. But I don't even know that he's going to start for us because they signed Mitch Trubisky, and I think they may let him start the season at the because the Steelers are very classy.
Right.
That's it. That's the thing about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like they will give him an opportunity to play and to showcase his skills so that he can have a career. Whether he's in their long-term plans or not, which obviously they're not, they will let him do what he needs to do to feed his family. I'm telling you, I think the Steelers, unless Kenny Pickett is literally just killing it in practice, Trubisky will probably start for us.
Yeah, Mariota gonna start for Atlanta. Ritter gonna play in the preseason, of course, but Mariota definitely gonna start. How it's gonna end, I don't know, but we definitely won't be back where we were for a good few years.
Yeah. It's gonna be longer than that. It's gonna be longer than that. To get back to where we were, yeah.
But hey, at least the tickets are cheap, and I've never been to NFL game. I've been to a college, not NFL.
Well, yeah, that's going to be the high side to it. But the thing is the tickets are cheap, but at what cost? Man, we know how NFL fans are. Go to one of them cheap games and Atlanta gets blown out. The heckler, you will never hear the end of it from the hecklers.
Hey, at least you guys could go there. Like here in Pittsburgh, like the Steelers are sold out for the next 30 years. You have to like pay like ridiculous amounts of money to go to a game here.
Really?
So because what people get the season tickets and then they leave them in their wills to their kids, and so on and so forth. And this has been going on since like the late '60s, early '70s.
That sounds like something they would do in Green Bay.
Yeah, well, I don't know about Green Bay. I'm pretty sure like they're pretty similar too because like the actual people of the Green Bay own the team.
Right.
It's like a weird situation. Like they don't have an owner. Like everybody in the city of Green Bay
They
owns
own
stock.
the team, yeah.
They own
Yeah.
stock, and then they have like a CEO, like a board kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
I've been to the stadium. It's nice. Lambeau Field,
yeah,
nice. I delivered a load in Green Bay, and the place I delivered to was literally down the street from Lambeau Field. So while they was unloading my trailer, I just got out and walked toward the field. I have pictures up on my Instagram of it.
yeah, I'll check it out, man. Yeah, I never.
Lambeau is like one of the oldest stadiums out there too, ain't it?
Yeah, it's iconic though. It's like Fenway Park, you know.
Like Chicago stadium.
The Tundra.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. Like if you got cheap NFL tickets in your city, man, go, enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like for me to go to a game, sometimes like I'll have a friend or something, they'll get tickets and like they'll take me or whatever. But for me, if I like, let's say I wanted to go to a game, I would have to probably pay around $500 for 2 tickets, and they're probably like not the greatest seats.
Oh, sir.
All right,
Yeah,
hey,
man.
listen, I'm about to get up out of here, man. I gotta get ready to get this load delivered. I got. So.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna probably hop off of here too, man. So
Yeah.
Appreciate you for having me on, James, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my.
Yeah, man. Go like and subscribe. Homegrown vlogging with Demetrius. Definitely good people, man. That's why I always have them. I always have them on here, and they have me on their stuff, man. Like really good conversations with you guys. Definitely go check them out, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks to everybody who showed up today, and who got W's on the Pandas. So we might go live tomorrow. Maybe, I don't know if you guys want to. We could do it. We can do
Yeah. We can definitely
whatever.
work something out.
I'll make the thumbnail.
Have a beautiful day, people.
All right, man. I'm gonna go enjoy my birthday, man. I'll holler at you later.
Yeah.